Nah, no profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. Them other hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned in the loop, what you doing with your life? Conversations so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading all knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of Live with Liteskin Lou. And once again, I have a very special guest, y'all. But before I bring him out, let me give special thanks to previous guests, Boogie Patrice Harris, for dropping by the show and sharing his journey from amateur standout fighter to making it to Hollywood. And now that we all squared away with that, let me give my next guest a proper introduction. This young man came out of the womb with boxing gloves on, born into a boxing family, representing DC to the fullest, y'all. Becoming an amateur standout as well. Fast forward to the pros where he's on a hot streak of 20-0 with 9 KOs and fresh off a 6-round unanimous decision down in Atlanta, June 11th. He is none other than YG Pat. Yes, indeed. YG, welcome to the show, man. We appreciate you for taking the time and chopping it up with us. What's going on with you, man?
Nah, just chilling. Thank you for having me, but man, I'm just chilling, just relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, when you first came on the channel, man, you looked very relaxed coming off of that 6-round unanimous decision, man. There was a lot of questions going in, long layoff. I'm gonna let you tell me. Walk me through this layoff and coming back and fighting. Walk me through it.
It was a long road. I mean, just trials and tribulations, little, just a lot going on, as far as the COVID stuff. Then, with the boxing, fights falling out, just regular boxing stuff. But, throughout all that time, I still, try to stay focused and, during that time, keep perfecting on my craft, stay in the gym the whole time throughout, that 30-month layoff.
Yeah, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about, YG, is the ability. First of all, I want to say I'm impressed with your fortitude, because that takes a lot to not be fighting, but still going to the gym every day as if you are, to have that invisible opponent in front of you. So I'm impressed with that. My next question would be, going into the fight, did you have any jitterbuzz? Was you nervous or anything like that?
Not really, because once you the only thing you really be nervous about, how your body, because you ain't fought in 30 months, how your body gonna feel while you're in it. But I mean, you don't really question nothing else, because you put in the work in, you doing what you're supposed to do. You never really gonna go in there question and doubt yourself, when you're in there.
Yeah, because when I came to the gym a couple of weeks ago, right after you found out you were going to fight, I just seen that glow in your eyes, like it's really really on. Because a couple of times you're supposed to fight, I think on Tank Davis card, and that fight was canceled. When
couple
I saw
times
you
for that too, like
exactly.
But I just the feeling like when you about to fight, but like this one, I was like, all right, this one, like
you can feel it.
You feel it. I was like, this official, like what I'm saying, all the news you getting, like now who you fight, this and that. So I was just like, yeah, this legit right here. Made me feel good. Make you train harder and all that. So yeah, that's why you say you see a different glow. Like
I saw it.
Yeah. So.
Now when I was up there, I noticed one other thing, how everybody was embracing each other. And I say to say that, who kept you grounded? Who kept you strong and saying, look, man, your day is coming? Who was in your ear?
Um, my dad, but and I just had a kid 7 months ago, so especially that, like, it's almost like it ain't about you no more. You got something you working for now, so that time will come. When that time come, make sure you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of that opportunity when it comes.
Right, and indeed you did, man. I want to talk a little bit about this fight. I was talking to a couple of people, and then they were telling me what they were impressed with. I'm gonna tell you what I was impressed with. I was impressed with that matrix defense, man. I mean, you got offense, that's no doubt, but the
Yeah.
fact that you were able to, get in and get out off a 30-month layoff. Even the announcer, I forget his name. You talked to him after the show, after the fight. He was saying that he was impressed with your defense, and that's very impressive being off a 30-month layoff. How would YG assess his performance?
I give myself a B plus that fight. Everybody was saying like an A, but it's some stuff I saw. I could have did better. Like it was sometimes I was like pulling out. I only did it probably. I did it a couple times, but I seen some counters I missed, but I did good overall. B plus performance. I mean, some people. My dad said an A. People saying A plus, but I say me honestly, like looking at it, I give myself a B plus. It was a good performance. Being off from 30. From being off 30 months, I felt good. The longer I was in there, I was getting more comfortable. I was having fun in there though.
Yeah, you did. You looked like you had fun. I watched the fight several times, and I'm a Lightskin Lou is gonna give you his grade. I give you an A, and that's what we're gonna go with because I, I
Yeah.
I look at it from a different perspective of the mindset. You never showed any fear, you never showed any nervousness, and this is all for 30-month layoff.
Mhm.
People don't understand when you fight, it's different from sparring. You
Yeah.
sparring guys with the headgear on. No, the lights are off. So going back into the fight, you were able to show that, hey, I didn't drop off as much as everybody probably thought you was.
Hmm.
So this guy, Michael Ungdo that you fought,
Hmm.
were you able to do what you had planned to do in that fight?
Yeah. Most of the things I plan on doing, uh, executing everything off the jab, but yeah, he I'm not gonna lie, he came out different than we thought he was. He's tough. He was tough one. You know what I'm saying?
what, what
But
what
no, he
what was he doing that made you threw you off?
he was just his shots was hard. Like he was throwing hard shots. Like he had some power. So it kept me on keeping your feet.
Yeah, and that, but that's good though, YG, because you didn't want to. This. Let me tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking that I wanted you in there with somebody who was going to give you some bump because I didn't want you going and get a first round KO because you wouldn't have been able to
Yeah.
work on your craft. So what do you think
Hmm.
about that?
It was. I think that was a perfect fight coming back. Like he wanna. He came to work. He told the commentators he was gonna knock me out. And we first came out. He hit me with a right hand. When we first came out. I was like, yeah, he really.
He
He
got
he
that
tried to
pop.
take me out. He tried to take me out. I was like, all right, okay, all right. But yeah, it was good work though.
Okay. So my next question is, what's next? When we gonna see YG again?
I posted for in July, but I gotta get my cut clear. I cut. I supposed to get stitches, but I felt like by the time I would have been in emergency, like trying to wait to get in. We had to leave like 5 in the morning. The doctor dude told me, he was just saying like, I mean, it's not that deep, so if he said he don't think I need stitches, but I was like, it's cut open, like you can still
Yeah.
kind of like, what I'm saying, see it. But I mean, yeah, I just let it close up. It's closing up good. So,
Yeah, I noticed it.
but
It looks like it's smoothly here, and that's why I can't, man. I can't tell you, YG. I was so excited to see you back in the ring, because I think you're one of the hottest prospects before
yeah.
that layoff, and to break that streak, that hot streak.
Hmm.
How were you able to deal with that? Because you was working, man. You had a hot streak, and now that you took those, I guess, 30 months off, what was your mindset throughout that whole transition?
Honestly, man, I was just like, only thing I'm like, I'm trying to get back. You see everybody fighting. Like I'm trying. You trying to get back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? But we coming. Like we back. So best kept secret.
That's right. I like the way that sound, man. I
Mhm.
love the way that sound.
We're gonna just
But
pop out. They gonna be because when I was out California, I was saying guys, I was like, you still fighting? I was like, yeah, of course. I had, went through a couple bumps, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still working, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
yeah.
and that's how you be, because they probably was thinking they haven't seen you because they was watching your streak. You was
Hmm.
20-0, and then they don't 19-0 before you fought last month.
Hmm.
It's like people don't see you, so they think that you just kind of fall off, and that's one thing
Yeah, and
about boxing.
I
Yeah,
don't really post like that on social media. So, but they know they gonna we're gonna put them on notice soon though.
that's right, and I can't wait. Hey, look, I'm sitting back like this, just waiting. Um,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna change it up a little bit, man, because you had COVID. You had got COVID-19 a couple of months ago. Walk
Hmm.
us through that whole ordeal, man, because you were pretty sick.
Yeah, man, that COVID took a toll on me. You still it it still be times like you feel the after effects from it. Like I know how my body felt before I had it. Like you know how your body function. It took me a minute to really get back to feel normal. I think when we was in Vegas, we went to we was in Vegas, but we ended up going up in Nevada to Mount Charleston. We was working out up there. And I was like, damn, my body feel, it's like now my body feel normal. Strength of my lungs up, how my lungs, how they used to feel before I had COVID. But yeah, I think that, helped, since that. And then, after we went up there, I just stayed on my grind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And,
that's how you're supposed to do it, young fella. Stay on your grind, man.
hmm.
Next question, nothing to do with boxing.
Hmm.
Baby Ryder, YG became a dad. Walk us
Hmm.
through that whole mind, that first experience, man, because it's something.
Man, it's the best, man. I love being a dad. It's like it's like the best thing that happens to me. It changes you. You know what I'm saying? You look at stuff different. You know what I'm saying? You handle stuff different. You look at stuff different. It's just it's just the best, man. Love that little guy. That's
You
my
got
man.
to, man. You got to.
That's my
Kids are everything, man. They
just
are our
watching
world.
them, just watching them grow. Watching them do different stuff. It's just amazing.
That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just getting in here, man, stab that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We in here chopping it up with YG Pat, fresh off a 6-round unanimous decision down in Atlanta on June 11th. This guy is claiming his thing. He said he's back. He's going to be the best kept secret. And I ain't got
Hmm.
no choice but to believe him. But my next question, young Pat, is what do you take away from this fight? And what type of momentum you think you're going to have going into your next fight?
I don't felt, we done been in it, so don't really feel like I lost, feel like I lost anything. So I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Just stepping it up. Next step. Taking that next step. So, you know what I'm saying? We trying to we working to get one of them belts. So
That's right.
the plan, man, by next year, trying to be in motion. Get one of them title shots.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. How long you think it'll be before you get into that title contention? Because we
I,
all
I,
know it takes
by
time.
next year, we should be there. We get like two more fights this year. Next year, we right there.
Man,
We right there. So it
that's
ain't.
right. That's right.
It's
YG is
right
on
there.
the
Our foot in the
comeback.
door. Right there. Foot in the door. It's
That's
just
right.
making the right plays. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, I can't tell you how enthused I am to see you back on the scene. I'm gonna keep saying it and saying it over again. I'm so enthused to see you back on the horse again and getting your fight game back up to par, man. So we'll change it up again. My next question is, what would you change about boxing as it is now? Because like you said, it's a lot of stuff going on. Promoters, uh, you know, it's just a lot of stuff going on in boxing. What would be some of the things that YG would change about boxing?
Um, Promoters, not letting fighters fight other people, and then a lot of these belts, man, it's too many belts. It's too many belts, man. They gotta take some of these belts away. It's too many. But yeah, I think those would be the two things I change.
Okay. And then that's something that I want to change too, because I feel like it should only be like two belts, honest with you. But
Yeah.
that's just my take on it. Who am I? You guys are the fighters. That's why I like hearing it from you guys versus hearing it from other people. Lamont Peterson, former two-time world champ. Boogie, the mid master. Anthony Peterson, the entertainer. These are all your kin folks. Is there ever any like extra pressure knowing that you came behind these guys, knowing that's your family?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Everybody, everybody had their own path, so I don't never, feel no pressure, you know.
Let's see, you better
Lamont
than
had
me.
his path, my dad had his path, and had his path. I had mine. So,
Yeah, you better
um,
than me because I would, man, that pressure would be, oh man, it would be tremendous because I always want to be like better than the one before.
yeah.
Even if it's family or a friend or whatever, I always want to be bigger than they were.
Hmm. No, it's never no pressure though.
Yeah. Since you out, your boy, Tank and Rolly, they got it in. Somebody went night night. Somebody made the a world star, whatever you want to call it. What did you think about that fight? And did it pan out the way you thought it would?
Yeah, it definitely did. It was a good fight. Rolly came out better than I thought he was. He was doing good, but I knew he would get stupid. Tank. People don't know Tank really smart. Tank got good boxing IQ. People always question his skill, but man, because he knock everybody out. But man, Tank, Tank IQ up there. You know,
Yeah.
and we seen it, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't no easy, that wasn't no easy shot to get off like that. He kinda like had to take a shot to give a shot, you know what I'm saying? So, Rolly hit him with a shot, got greedy. All Tank did was just bait him in. Boom.
Yeah, and
Night.
that was beautiful, man. And a lot of people, like you said, they don't give Tank Davis credit for his boxing, but they just see that he hit hard, and they don't see that he was putting that together. I felt like I watched the fight, and I felt like he set him up all night. He let
All
Rolly
night.
keep the going.
If Rolly was getting a couple shots off, people, like, I don't know. But Tank, man, Tank a bad boy. I grew up with Tank. I done seen stuff, in the gym people ain't seen, so Tank a bad boy.
Yeah, he is. He is. It's another fight I want to get your thought. It hasn't happened yet, but it's on the cusp of happening. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Who wins and why?
I don't know. Lou, I don't know, man. That's a 50-50 fight. It all depends, like, you know, how whoever coming out, how whoever fighting, But that fight is like, people always ask me about that fight, but I don't know. People say Terrence, people say Earl. And who somebody based it off. I think it was Tyson. He based it off how both of them, fought how they both fought Sean Porter,
Sean Porter,
but
yeah.
I'm like, you can't do that because styles make fights. Everybody, it's not gonna be the same. It's different. Styles make fights. It might be a guy in the gym get off on a dude
Mm-hmm.
that you know what I'm saying, that you get off on, but you got a problem, but you have problems with that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's just how boxing work. You can't never base no fight off how another person fight. You know what I'm saying? Because styles make fights. Everybody's different.
Yeah,
So with
you're
the
right.
Earl, with the Earl and Terrence, man, that's gonna be a good fight because both of them, neither one of them backing down. You know what I'm saying? So
All I do, I just want to see a good fight. I think it's a 50-50 first I was like, okay, before Errol Spence had his performance, because I was more so like, how did he recover from his injury? So I gave
Mm-hmm.
Crawford, I had a 55-45. But once
Mm-hmm.
I seen Spence, what he did to Ugas, it's 50-50 for me.
50-50. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like Earl, and he was punching the whole time.
Yes.
Like he didn't stop. Like that's not easy to do. So that's why, and I know, and I seen Terence Crawford a dog. Like he don't stop. Like bro,
Yeah, he
don't
keeps
stop
going.
working.
It's
And
gonna be one of those
so that's
fights,
why it's
man.
gonna be one of them fights, man. One of them fights of the century.
That's
Like,
right. YG, I don't know how far you go back, but I look at this fight as Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns.
oh
The
yeah,
first
for
fight.
sure,
Yeah. Yes.
for
Okay.
sure.
So if you want to look,
Yeah.
that's how close it's going to be, because both have their own way of you know, fighting. And like you
Mm-hmm.
said, they both undefeated. They both gonna come to fight. I can't
You
wait.
know,
Yeah.
both of them, neither one of them backing down. So that's gonna be a good fight.
Yes.
Fireworks,
And why,
fireworks.
right. And while we on these fights, I'm gonna get one more. Devin Haney and Kambosos. Did it pan out the way that YG thought it would?
Yeah, of course. Cambosis caught Teofimo with a good shot because Teofimo came out reckless. You know what I'm saying? And when Cambosis hit him with that shot at the end of the round, it just changed the fight over. And
Yeah.
Teo kind of looked, a little dehydrated that fight. He ain't really looking so. He came out. I think he came out too fast. But Devin, Devin did what I thought he was gonna do. Outbox him. Outskill him. You know what I'm saying? Devin, nice too.
Yeah, he nice with it. And it kind of, I was shocked. I thought I knew Devin Haney would outbox him,
I
but
just
I just
hold
thought,
on.
yeah, go ahead.
Only thing I said I Devin, I didn't want him to. I was just like, don't get hit. That's it. Don't get hit.
Yeah, my thing was I knew that Devin Haney was going to box, but I didn't think it was going to be that beautiful. It's almost as
Yeah.
if Kambosos didn't have any resistance. He didn't have no idea of what was being done.
Nah, it was just he beat him off the jab alone.
Yeah,
Jab,
just yeah,
jab. That's why coaches, they stress it on us, man. That jab is the most important shot. Devin put it on display. He won just off the jab itself.
yeah. That's what I love, man. So many fights coming up, and that's why I'm so and super excited to see YG back on the path to get. I can't wait to see you in one of
Yeah,
these
we
big
trying to get in
fights.
that mix, man. We trying
That's
to get in
right.
the mix. We try to
That's
get in
right.
the mix, man. It's only a matter of time, though. They know. They gonna know.
That's right. Because you
A
put
lot
in a
of
lot of
guys that
work.
know who I am. I be hearing people. People be, they be saying, guys be asking about me like, damn, Pat, what Pat doing? Pat coming. We working. Well, you might not see it, but we working.
Okay, so that's why I'm about to give you these 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people out there what's about to come, because you've been under the what's name for the last 2.5 months. What's coming behind this next year?
We coming for them belts, man. I'm telling you, I got fights lined up. I'm fighting. I supposed to fight in July, so that date, I'll be back for sure in September. So then we're gonna try to go back in October. Then next year it's whatever. One of them fights that put for one of them belts, then rank me high. You know what I'm saying? To put me, on a spot, for one of them belts.
That's
So
right. That's right.
that's the
Yeah,
plan. That's the plan.
that's right. If y'all just getting in here, once again, stab that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for your boy. We in here chopping it up with YG Pat. You got any questions? Put it in that comment section, because he is sitting here. He ready to answer any questions about anything. He already told you he ready to get those belts. So with that being said, man, my next question for Pat is, what does Pat do special? Why do people want to see you fight? What did you do special?
I'm just, I'm sharp. I'm a skillful fighter. Nah, for real. I ain't even gas myself. I'm nice, but I want to say like we was out Florida, like we when I was out there sparring, Tank would be, he would be doing his work. This nigga, excuse me, but he'd stop doing his stuff like to watch me spar.
That's right.
Tank just tell me like, bruh, like he always tell me, bro, you guys stay focused, bro. Like you right there, bro. Like
That's
So
right. And that's a sign of what's to come, man. And like I said, I've been up there. I saw you spar when I was up there weeks ago. I was just saying to myself, damn, I can't wait for this young guy to get back on the path again because it's
yeah.
coming. It's
Or
definitely
even
coming.
what's his name? Ocho Cinco. He was down there too. He just sitting there watching me spar. He was like, who this guy? He was like, how y'all do that, slipping and stuff like that,
Tell me
But
years of work, baby.
his
Years
work,
of
yeah,
work.
I was like, you can't get this overnight, bro. This is just like years of work, bro. Like perfecting your craft, But you stay in it. Hey, it'll come eventually.
Exactly. Exactly. Man, I just what stood out to me, I'm going back to your fight with Michael Ungdo. The defense, Pat, I keep going back to it. The way you was able to counter and get out of the way. And I think one time it's almost like you was looking in the mirror, admiring your work. You look like, yeah, I'm over here now, cuz. Was that something that y'all worked on strictly, for this fighter? Because I would imagine if you saw tape on him, he was a very aggressive fighter. Was that
Mhm.
your mindset to know that you're gonna have to be able to slip those punches on the regular?
Nah, man, that's just naturally what I do. I was in the zone. So once I get in the zone, I get your timer down. I'm able to do that. Like I know what you're gonna throw. When you throw a shot, I know what you're gonna throw next. Just all about just reading a person. Reading what they do. Because a lot of guys, it's like a routine.
Yeah. Former two-time champ Lamont Peterson was my first guest on the show last week. And
Hmm.
he gave you kudos, man. When you hear guys like that, even though that's your uncle,
Hmm.
when these guys who've been on that next level give you those compliments, what does it do for you?
Man, it makes me go hard. It makes me feel good. Because Lamont was a world champ before. He done fought. He done fought some of the best guys. So for a guy like that, speak, to speak good on you like that, let you know, what I'm saying, let you, give you that confidence, like you good as, what I'm saying, you up there, what I'm saying, you
Yeah,
good as the rest of these guys out here. So just make you go harder, make you what I'm saying, make you want to be up there, what I'm saying.
yeah, and you will. But look here, man, we about to go over here to the chat room and see what's going on in the chat. Kiki, what you got over there in the chat room?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Kiki?
Okay, so we have two questions. They're all from Faith Over Fear. The first question is actually for you, Lou. He wants to know, do you feel Lamont retired too early?
Yes, I do. But like I said, that's his body, that's his mind, and yeah. But I do feel like he had a couple more fights left in him. I do.
And a lot of people don't understand, man, with Lamont go doing these camps hard. It's hard. So I understood because doing this for years, these camps take a toll on your body. And Lamont was like one of the hardest guys I seen work out. I'm not gonna lie, I done seen a lot of guys work out. I ain't seen nobody work like Lamont, bro. Lamont was just a different dude when he
Yeah,
like.
he
So
goes to
I
that next level.
understood. Yeah, so I understood, why, he went the way he did because, throughout the years, you put a lot on your body. Then, you got kids and, stuff. So you don't want, you want to still be able to, be
Play
known
with
for
him.
the kids. You know what I'm saying? So this boxing, man, is different. So yeah.
Okay, the
All right.
next part of his question was Faith Over Fear's question was, and Pat, who inspired you to become a boxer?
Um, at the time, I remember like all the fights used to come on and stuff, and I really used to like uh Roy Jones, and I seen my uncles doing it. But like, yeah, them three was like probably the reason I started boxing. Like, I'm like, dang, they make it look cool. It look fun. I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and try my hand. But Roy Jones and my uncles.
It can't get no better than that. Faith
Mhm.
over fear.
Next question is from Dominique Covington. Pat, have you ever felt like you were close to being knocked out? If so, what went through your head at the time to get you back in focus?
Yeah. Go to gloves, regionals.
That's a good question, Dominique Covington.
Yeah, I got hit. My mouthpiece came on my mouth, and I tried to go for it, and dude hit me like with a right hand. Like literally, I was out on my feet, but I wasn't gonna let nobody know. But
Of course you did.
just try not to be stopped. Listen to your corner. Think that my corner, got me back on point. But yeah, it wasn't no good feeling. I think that was the first and last time. Like, I
Okay.
got hurt in the fight.
The next one is from Ron Williams. He wants to know, who was your favorite boxer growing up outside of your uncles?
Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones, of course. Like growing up, who else? I used to like James Toney, Sugar Ray Leonard, of course. Those the names I could think off the top. Oh, and I used to like Riddick Bowe too.
Okay.
Tell me about Riddick Bowe, and I used to go on YouTube and go watch him. I was like Riddick Bowe. And I know Riddick Bowe. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Those are top names I can think of, like growing up. Oh, and when I was getting a little older, I want to say, what's his name? Rigondeaux, the Cuban dude.
Okay.
Him and Kendall, I used to be watching them all the time. I was like 12, 13.
Yeah, Rigondeaux was tough in his prime before he started doing the Rigo.
But I still watched them in the amateur, though, before they was pro. Kendall never turned pro. He stayed in Cuba. And now in Cuba, you can turn pro. That's
another topic for you're right. You're right. That's big for Cuba now. I think it's going to shed a lot of light on the fighters now, and they probably be more motivated to be able to turn pro.
Yeah, Cuba, they used to keep all their fights amateurs. Dudes used to be in their late 30s fighting in the Olympics. Like,
Right.
fight against the young guys.
And they looking like somebody's father.
Father, yeah, they be having a whole family. Still amateur in the Olympics.
That's all we got now over here. Yeah.
Okay, well, we appreciate you, Kiki, in the chat room. We really appreciate you.
No problem.
Yeah, so we're gonna hey, look, if y'all just getting in here, man, stab that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Help your boy out, man. I'm still in here. 30 minutes gone by. I'm still in here chopping it up with YG Pat, man. Coming off a 6-round unanimous decision, man. I was so impressed that I was ready to throw a block party because this young man has a lot of talent, man, and he's about to put it to work. I'm so and super excited about it, man.
Yes, sir. We back, man.
So you father and son training, right? We've seen Kenny Porter and Sean Porter, the situation that happened where he stopped the fight early. Hope you guys never in that situation. But if that had happened to you, Pat, how would you have felt if you were in that, if you was in Sean Porter's shoes? How would you feel about it?
I would have been mad, because I watched him. I was in camp with him for that fight. I watched him,
Oh, we lost YG for a minute. Oh, you muted. Hold on, guys, just a minute. We're having a little technical difficulty with YG. Just bear with us.
I think it's because somebody was calling me. Hello?
Oh, yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. So what were you saying, YG?
No, I was saying, I watched him in camp for that fight. You train hard, and then for something small, I ain't agree with that decision, but is that he probably know more inside with Sean more than I do, but I was on the outside. Look, I was at that fight, so
yeah, it was a lot of stories that I didn't take heed to any of the stories, but there was a lot of stories circulating that Porter didn't put his all into the fight, and that his father knew that, and that's why he stopped it. Like I
Yeah.
said, I would never know that. I would never put that out there saying that it did, but that was just the stories that was going around. But I know for me, Sean Paul was one of my favorite fighters because he fought the best.
Yeah, he
His
fought
resume,
everybody.
yeah, his resume is a
Hall of
mile
Famer.
long. Right.
Hall of Famer.
Right. So that's what lead me to my next question, man. For you, Pat, is you still there? Oh, he
Oh
getting
my
another phone.
God.
Yeah,
Who
somebody
keep
blowing
calling
you up.
me?
Yeah, they blowing YG up. They know he about to do big things, man. They already know they trying to get ahead of the game. But
Yeah.
my question was the ducking. Do you think that there's ever a time where a one fighter is afraid of the other fighter? They call it ducking.
Mm. I don't know, man. But cause a lot of times they don't even be the fighter.
Yeah.
They be it be who
The
they,
powers that
they
be.
what.
It
Yeah,
be the
it's
powers that be.
politics, man.
Yeah. And I think you said something, you shed a little light on that early on during the show, Pat. You said that I know you're still there, so I'm gonna ask the question. You said that it's politics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, if the fighters are not being able to cross the street to fight each other, that's a problem because you're never going to get the best fighting the best. If you got two fighters that's under different management, then they're never going to fight. And it makes the fighters look like they're afraid, but in reality it's politics.
Yeah, with the money, all that, because it's a split. A lot of that stuff, it's politics, man. So that's that's what suck. Like I said earlier, that's what sucks about the game. Because if it was just that easy, everybody be fighting everybody. You got to go a certain route if you trying to, like, you got belts over here on this side, belts over here. You can't get this belt unless you with them. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the
Mm-hmm.
game is. So, which sucks. So, that's what I said earlier. If I could change anything about boxing, that'd be one of the things I change.
Yeah, and I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you, YG. So let me ask you this: Is young Ryder, gonna become a fighter? If it comes a time where he want to fight, where you
I
stand?
want to
Where your
fight.
stance
That's
on
on
it?
him, but I ain't forcing him to do it. It's boxing tough, bro. Like, it ain't easy doing this, man. It's
Yeah,
tough, man. It's a
it's a
long
lonely
road.
sport, man. It's a
It's a
lonely
lonely
sport.
sport, man. You go through you go through some stuff in this, man. You put your body through a lot of hardship. So, if you're gonna get into this, it's not easy. You know,
It is. It's very
But
hard.
it's
I
hard. One of
watched
the hardest sports.
right. I watched your dad. He was on the tail end of his amateur career when I met him.
Mm-hmm.
I watched my two uncles, remember my two brothers, and I watched you. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, boxing is it's a hard sport, man. That's one of them sports you don't just say I want to go play. Boxing is for real.
You don't play boxing.
That's right.
You don't
That's
play
right.
boxing.
So my next question, man, styles. Everybody got their own style, man. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's Sugar Ray Robinson, Bernard Hopkins. Your style, Patrick. Who does it remind you of? That past fighters. Who does it? Or it could be current fighters. Who does your style remind you of?
I think I'm 1-1, man. I think I'm 1-1. I don't think I think my style. I have my own style. I don't, like me. I watch like now. I watch I watch Terence Crawford, Errol. I go back and watch some of them. So I just I see stuff and just try to add it.
Yeah.
Mix it all in. Like I watch a lot, but the older I got, I started watching a lot of Sugar Ray Leonard and Pernell. Like I started watching them a lot. My dad used to be, telling me you should go watch Pernell Whitaker, and the older I started watching them more and more and fell in love with them. I'm like, it's like one of my favorite fighters. I want to say like when I was a teenager, I really like started watching them a lot. Everybody used to, watch Floyd. Floyd, of course, Floyd. One of my favorite fighters too. And I watch we watching a whole bunch of Floyd. So
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, look, I can't ask for a better answer than that, man. Really. But
Yeah.
man, that's right. If y'all just getting in here again, man, we ain't here with YG Pat. He ain't gonna be in here for long. If you got any questions, this is your time to put it in because the next time you see this guy, you never know. He might be in a championship fight. We just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Get your questions in. Paul Williams, former world champion. Man, when he saw that you was fighting, Pat, did you see the comments that he put up there? He said, yeah,
Yeah, Paul,
man,
my guy,
that's
man.
was all love, man. Special shout out to Paul Williams, man, a
Mm-hmm.
former world champion.
That's
He was
my
one of
guy,
the
Paul.
best, man. So when you seen those comments, what did that do for you? I know I asked you that question earlier, but this one stands out the most because I mean he went in on you guys because he got history with you guys. What was
Yeah,
that like?
man, I felt good. Paul. Paul watched us. Since we was kids. Like, me, Tank, all us. We was kids. Paul used to train with us. Come down and train with us. You know, from him watching us when we was kids to seeing us now. Hearing him, say the things he said. Just make you feel good.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
because I remember after you won your last fight, just you walking over to the the booth, you had this certain level of just happiness, man. Like, damn, I finally got one in the books. I'm
Mm-hmm.
back. Am I lying when I say that?
Nah, man, because it was a long time coming, man. Getting back, trying to fights falling off, just tough, man. Going to the gym, you don't know when you gonna fight, so just good to just be back, man.
Yeah, because I would imagine for you, Pat, you're around the next generation, Scooter Davis,
Mm-hmm.
Najee Smith, all of these guys, man, they going to be professional real soon one day. And you being in there, because you're like the elder statesman to some degree. Not old, but you're the more experienced fighter. And to
Mm-hmm.
see them get fights and to still be able to carry on and lead them young guys, around the gym, that's big, man. So I take my hat off to you for that, man. I really do. They is blowing Pat up today. You see this? They is blowing Pat up.
Yeah, but you saying people keep calling me. Hold on, you can still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right, cool. Let
Yeah,
me
it's
check.
just your screen go. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't even know YG Pat about to be hot, man. People was blowing him up. we look, we just go bed with it, man, because we know how it is. I
Yeah,
got one more question for you, Pat, and I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. In closing, what do what did Pat miss the most? You can spar all the time. You sparring the last 2.5 years. What did you miss most about the fight, the real fight, whether it was the weigh-in, the walkthrough? What did you miss the most?
I don't miss the weight. I'm not gonna lie. Probably like the worst part of our boxing, making weight. But nah, man, just when you fight, man, that rush, man, ain't nothing like it. It's just a different feeling in there. Like it don't feel like when you spawn, nothing. Like when you fighting, it's just different. Like you in there, like it's nothing like it. You won't. I can't really explain it. Only a fighter can really tell you. You know what I'm saying? Can really understand. When you in it, it's just different. It's a great
Yeah,
feeling. So.
yeah, that's what's up, man. So we about to close this thing up, man. But I'm gonna give you your flowers, young fella, as I do with every person that steps on the platform. YG, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you being able to endure and show fortitude at a time like you are now, like you were before you fought.
Mm-hmm.
To still be able to get on that horse, get out there and fight and represent the Harris and Peterson family to the fullest.
For life, man.
Yes, that's right.
Life.
Fighter for life. And not only that, becoming a proud dad. You see that $1 million smile he got right there? It's
Yeah.
because his son Ryder is right there, probably waiting on him to get off the
Mm-hmm.
podcast, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing you propel in whatever weight division that you go in. I'm so looking forward to it. Keep doing your thing, man. Stay in tune with the channel because this ain't gonna be the last time you on here, baby.
We'll
You
be
know.
back. We'll
That's
be
right.
back.
We'll be back. So, man, with the closing, I want to thank a couple of people for tuning in. Dominique Covington, Faith Over Fear, just everybody who's tuned in today for my third episode. I really look forward to bringing you guys nothing but the best every week. So with that being said, We about to get out of here. Special thanks to Kiki in the chat room. She held it down to the fullest. She really did. Without her, there's no show. You know, so that being said, that's right. So with that being said, stay humble, stay hungry, and live your life to the fullest. And we will see you on the next episode.
Yes, sir.
And
Appreciate you, Liteskin Lou.
That's right.
I see you, baby.
That's right, YG Pat. We out.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Nah, no profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. Them other hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned into Lou, what you doing with your life? Conversations so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading our knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.